A ban on housing eviction is set to expire on Saturday, January 15 in New York, ending a critical economic support put in place at the start of the pandemic and setting the stage for a possible rush by landlords to try to oust low-income renters. Police arrested demonstrators sitting in the middle of the street, calling for the expiration of the eviction moratorium and demanding rent relief near Bryant Park in Manhattan on Friday, January 14. New York instituted the eviction moratorium in March 2020, when it was the epicenter of the COVID-19 crisis in the United States, and extended it multiple times, even as a federal eviction ban and moratoriums in other states lapsed. State and city officials expressed concern this week about the impact of ending the moratorium, estimating that 500,000 New Yorkers needed housing aid at a time when the fast-spreading Omicron variant continued to upend social and economic life. While many landlords may move immediately to evict tenants, Governor Kathy Hochul said this week that renters could effectively avoid eviction by applying for a rental relief program, even though the program has been depleted.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes to help protect my neighbors who are at most at risk of being homeless, because the governor won't act to provide stronger tenant protections to tenants.
People are dying and Governor Kathy Hochul is doing nothing about it, and until she does something, we will not stop.
On Thursday, January 13, New York City Mayor Eric Adams joined Hochul in calling on the federal government to provide an infusion of funds for the program, arguing that the United States' most populous city has not received its fair share of federal rent relief. Adams also launched a campaign to inform tenants of their rights. In a recorded video message, the mayor stressed that it was illegal for landlords to lock tenants out of their homes, and that all New Yorkers could obtain legal assistance for free.
So many New Yorkers have been hit hard during the pandemic. Working people struggling to make rent worry about keeping a roof over their heads. This Saturday, January 15th, the New York State government's eviction moratorium is set to end, putting many New Yorkers at risk of being evicted from their homes. I want you to know that New York City government is here to protect you. We need the federal government to step up and help keep New Yorkers in their homes. That's why I am echoing our colleagues in Albany and our congressional delegation and urging an immediate increase in federal aid for rental relief. Today, New York City is launching a citywide campaign to make sure New Yorkers know their rights. I want every New Yorker to know three things. One, lockouts are illegal. All tenants have the right to stay in their homes regardless of immigration status or residence type. If you are experiencing a lockout, call 911 and 311 and ask for the tenant helpline. Two, every New Yorker has the right to legal counsel for free, regardless of immigration status or zip code. Call 311 and ask for a right to counsel. Three, urge all New Yorkers who need rent relief to apply for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program through the state website. Your city is here for you. Know your rights. Protect yourself against eviction.
Evictions are violent!
Evictions are violent!
It needs to end today. So Governor Hochul, get your shit together! Get it together!
A greedy landlord, he tried to evict me in 3 quarters. civil court, Supreme Court, and criminal court. Because he's trying to force me out of my place. He's such an evil old person. My apartment is only $100, and he want to take that, my comfort zone, away from me. We is out here to protest, to make a difference, to keep people from coming out. Everybody out here, we are looking for the same thing, justice. And if we don't get it, we're going to shut them down. We're going to get justice today, because we ain't going to leave without it.
Survival. Good cause is a piece of legislation that will mean survival for my community. I live in South Williamsburg for over 50 years, especially sections like Greenpoint, where you have landlords who have 6 units and down, who have no piece of legislation to protect these tenants. They could come in and tell these tenants, well, I need your apartment for somebody else. In reality, we know it's for profit. And this is what good cause would mean. Good cause would mean that this tenant can stay in that apartment, have the right to a lease, and that's very important because this is a community that has been heavily gentrified. It's going through big processes. Predator real estate is coming in there, and this is what good cause would do: protect us from all these predator landlords who just want to make profit.
Hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers from Brooklyn to Buffalo are in danger of losing their homes. All right. I don't know if people understand the magnitude of that across the state. It's not a crisis coming because we already have a crisis. But that will compound the crisis that is happening right now.
No charges will be placed against you. If you remain in the roadway and refuse to utilize the sidewalk, you will be placed under arrest and charged with disorderly conduct. This is the New York City Police Department.
Landlords have submitted 81,530 eviction filings in New York City since March 15, 2020, according to Princeton University's Eviction Lab, which has compiled data on 31 cities. It was unclear how many of those cases would now move forward and how many new cases would emerge.
Hi.